Yes, good morning children. Welcome to the English class. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic of English grammar, that is adverb and its kind. So student, what is adverb? Yes, an adverb is a word which add to the meaning of a verb. Adverb क्या होता है? देखिए स्टूडेंट, add plus verb. देखिए two words से मिलकर बना है add plus verb. So ये क्या करता है? Verb की विशेषता बताता है. Add प्लस वर्ब. वर्ब क्या होती है? ऐसे आपको पता है एक्शन वर्ड होते हैं जो क्या करते हैं, जो जिसकी हम विशेषता बताते हैं वो क्या कहलाते हैं? एडवर्ब, जिसको हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं क्रिया विशेषण. सो इट adds to the meaning of a verb and tells us how a thing is done, when it is done or where it is done. So ये हमको बताते हैं कि जो क्रिया, जो वर्ब है उसमें क्या करते हैं, कुछ मीनिंग ऐड करते हैं, उसको डिस्क्राइब करते हैं और हमें बताता है कि कोई चीज कैसे की जाती है, कब की जाती है और कहाँ की जाती है. सो लेट्स example are given here. So first number is here, the bird sang sweetly. Number second is here, Hari came yesterday. And the third number is here, the sun shine everywhere. So student, you notice that in the blue words are these adverbs, right? In the first sentence, the bird sang sweetly. So birds कैसे sang कर रहे हैं? Sweetly. So how an action is done? Verb क्या है? Here verb is as a sang. So हमको क्या करना है? Adverb क्या होता है? जो verb को describe करता है, उसको qualify करता है. Here verb as a sang. So how an action is done? तो इसमें action कैसे done हो रहा है? जैसे how did the bird sing? तो bird कैसे sing करती है? तो bird sang sweetly. So adverb is here as a sweetly. In the second sentence, Hari came yesterday. Check, it shows the when an action is done. Action कब हुआ है? Okay. In the third sentence, the sun shines everywhere. So here where an action is done. अब इस सेंटेंस में हमको पता चल रहा है कि एक्शन कहाँ पर डन हुआ है. So where does the sun shine? The answer is here, the sun shines everywhere. So we get the answer. Okay, so this is a adverb in this sentence as a everywhere. So okay, in the three sentences you notice that how an action done, where an action is done, and when an action is done. So let's start the kinds of adverbs. So students, so there are different kinds of adverbs. We will discuss one by one. So let's start. Student, read the sentences. First, she behaved foolishly. Second, the old man walked slowly. Number third sentence, she ran fast. Okay, student. So in this sentence, in the blue words are adverb. Firstly, you notice that she behaved foolishly. So how she behaved? She behaved foolishly. We get the answer. So these words are the adverbs. So student, these words and these adverbs as a foolishly, slowly, fast, well, bravely and neatly shows how an action is done. How मतलब or the manner in which. हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं? As a such adverbs are called adverbs of manner. मतलब किस क्या तरीका है verb का, है ना? Adverbs of manner answer the question how. जो adverbs of manners होते हैं वो answer the question करते हैं how. So in this sentence number 6, Sita writes neatly. So here I'm starting a question from here. How does she write? How does she write? We get the answer. Yes, Sita writes neatly. Okay, here neatly as an adverb. Why? Because writes here as a verb and we describe the verb. So here neatly is as a, neatly क्या है यहाँ पे? As a adverb here. मतलब क्या करता है? क्रिया की विशेषता बताता है, क्रिया को डिस्क्राइब करता है. राइट्स क्या है यहाँ पे? वर्ब है. और नीटली क्या कर रहा है? ही राइट्स कैसे, हाउ मतलब मैनर बता रहा है, मैनर शो कर रहा है कि कैसे वो लिखती है. यस, नीटली, नीटली लिखती है. तो हियर नीटली इज हियर एज अ एडवर्ब हियर. ओके स्टूडेंट, सो नाउ मूव ऑन द नेक्स्ट पेज. Our next adverb is as a adverb of place. So student, the boys are waiting outside. We look for her everywhere. He lives here. The bus stops there. So student, these words as if outside, everywhere, here, there, out, forward show where an action is done. Okay student, कहाँ पर action done हो रहा है? तो हमने इससे पहले पढ़ा था adverb of manner, how action कैसे हो रहा है. अब इधर हम पढ़ेंगे where means क्या होता है, कहाँ action क्या हो रहा है, डन हो रहा है. So such verbs are called called adverbs of place. जो ये adverbs क्या कहलाते हैं? As a adverbs of place. So adverb of place answer the question where. Okay, when we start the question from where, so we get the answer. Okay, so in number one sentence, boys are waiting outside. Okay students, so where are boys waiting? कहाँ पर wait कर रहे हैं? Yes, we get the answer outside. The boys are waiting outside. So when we get the answer from the question where, so it is the adverb of place. Okay student, now let's move on the next adverb, adverb of time. So student, the adverbs of time, yes. So student, our next kind of adverb is adverb of time. So students, firstly look at the example. He will come today. She wrote to me yesterday. The school will open tomorrow. He came here daily. So student, these blue words, there's a today, yesterday, tomorrow, daily, early. Yes, show when an action is done. कि action कब done? अब हम बात कर रहे हैं कब done हो रहा है. Yes. Such adverbs are called adverbs of time. So ये adverbs कौन से कहलाते हैं? Adverbs of time. So adverbs of time answer the question when. जो adverbs of time होता है जब उनका answer क्या होगा हमको किससे मिलेगा? When से. When we start a question from a when. So in the number one sentence, he will come today. So when will he come? वो कब आएगा? Yes, he will come today. वह आज आएगा. So today here as a adverb of time. Okay student. So now in the 6 number sentence, she will come presently. So here presently as a adverb here. She will, when will she come? Yes, she will come presently. Okay, here presently as a adverb of time. Okay student, have you understood the adverb of time? When we get the answer from the word as a when. Okay, now let's move on the next page. So student, now our next category of adverb is adverbs of number. Okay, so now firstly examples are given here. Twice the boy struck him. Yes, you are always late. In the third, we often went to the cinema. Number fourth, we seldom came here. And number fifth, she visited us once. So student, so these words as a twice, always, often, seldom and once show how often an action is done. अब हमको ये बताना है कि how often मतलब means कितनी बार action done हुआ है. Okay, so such adverbs are called adverbs of number. तो ये adverbs क्या कहलाते हैं? As a adverbs of number. So adverbs of number answer the question how often. जब भी हम how often से कोई question start होगा, जब हम answer देंगे तो we get the answer from the how often. This is the adverbs of number. मतलब कितनी बार हुआ है. So student, in the number 4 sentence, he seldom came here. So he seldom का मतलब कभी कितनी बार है ना. So we start the question how often he came here. कितनी बार मतलब कितनी बार वो यहाँ आया. तो हम बोलते हैं आंसर yes, he seldom came here. Seldom means क्या होता है? कभी कभार है ना. तो we get the answer from the question how often. Okay, so when we start the question how often, we identified this is the adverb of number and they are the words as a twice, always, often, seldom. So we identified the words and it is a adverbs of number. ये क्या कहलाते हैं? Adverbs of number कहलाते हैं. Yes, in the first number sentence, twice the boy struck him. So twice के दो बार है. How often the boy struck him? Yes, twice the boy struck him. Yes, the twice is here as a adverb here. So once again I am telling you that adverbs, yes, describe as a qualify, we can say as a modify the verb. Okay, adverb क्या होते हैं? जो verb को modify करता है वो adverb कहलाते हैं. So now we start our next kind of adverb as a adverb of degree. Okay student, yes. Firstly, look at the example. He was very tired. He was quite worn out. Number third, he was nearly exhausted. Number four, he is entirely deaf. Number fifth is here, he was somewhat pleased. So each of these adverbs as a very, quite, nearly, entirely, and somewhat. So the above sentence show how much. Okay, how much means कितना, और to what extent a thing is done, मतलब किस चीज का विस्तार कितना किया गया है. Okay, so these adverbs which show, ये जो adverbs है as a very quiet which shows how much or to what extent a thing is done are called adverbs of degree. वो क्या कहलाते हैं? Adverbs of degree कहलाते हैं. जब when we start the question from how much, कितना, जब भी when in the first number sentences he was very tired, so how much was he tired, वो मतलब कितना थका हुआ था, वो बहुत ज्यादा थका हुआ था. So these words describe as the adverbs of degree. तो ये हमको बताते हैं क्या ये adverbs of degree है. And the question start from here. Yes, how much. Okay, now so we talk about only adverbs of degree here in the second part. So examples are given here. He is quite strong. Now her face is very beautiful. Your face is extremely red, and she was almost angry, and the glass was nearly full. So the student in the above sentences, the adverb, as you know very well, quite, very, extremely, almost, and nearly. So which are used with adjectives? Yes, student, in the previous chapter we learned about the adjectives. What is the adjectives? The adjectives describe और qualify the noun और pronoun. जो adjectives होते हैं वो क्या करते हैं? describe किसको करते हैं? noun और pronoun को. और जो adverbs होते हैं वो किसको qualify करते हैं? as a verb को. So here the difference is clear here as a adverb or adjective. So adjectives is here as a strong, beautiful, red, and angry. So in the number one sentence, he is quite strong. So here quite is here as an adverb, and strong here we describe he as a pronoun here. तो strong क्या है? as a adjective है, जिसको describe कर रहा है he को. Okay, और quite क्या है यहाँ पे? yes, quite as a adverb here. We talk about the adverb here. So in this sentence they add something to their meaning are also called adverbs or of degree. In the first we talk about the adverbs. Okay, we talk about the as a verb adverbs, as a he was very tired. So in the sentences we talk about the adjectives. So he is quite strong. So in the second sentence her face is very beautiful. उसका face कह रहा है कैसा है? बहुत ही सुंदर है. तो इधर very as a adverb here, and beautiful here as a adjective. So we use both sentences as a adverb of degree. Okay, student, I hope you have to understand to clear the adverbs and adjectives. So now let's start the another adverb. As another kind of adverb is here, interrogative adverbs. As the name you know very well, when the question start from WH words here. So examples are given here. When did he come? Where did he go? How are you today? Yes, why are you late? So these words as a when, where, how, and why are used for asking question. Yes, student, underline this. Yes, asking question. जब हम किसी से question पूछते हैं, when we start from a WH word, this is a adverb. So adverb which are used to ask questions are called interrogative adverbs. So interrogative adverbs क्या होते हैं? जो हम किसी से हम questions पूछते हैं और start किससे होते हैं? WH word से. So once again I am telling you that the adverbs qualifies the verb. Okay, student, आपको समझ में आ गया? So then I hope you have to understand the kinds of the adverbs. Okay, students. So that's all about for today. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, thank you, student.